Greetings everyone. I haven't done a mail opening for some time, but I bought this lovely package here from eBay just recently, so I thought this might be an interesting one, and I've an idea of what we're going to do to try and work out if I actually managed to buy something that was good or whether I spent too much money on it. But let's me just open this up first. The cards. My plan is in the top corner we're going to put the amount that I paid, and then we're going to go through and see individually what I think the cards are worth, and then see if that equals out to the amount that I actually spent. So bear with me. Right, here we have the album. The album itself was £12.94, but with the postage of £3.38 you get £16.32. So I'm going to combine that as the entire cost of this. So in the top corner you have £16.32, and that's what we're going to try and reach individually with the cards that are in this album. So let's see what we do. First up, now I really like this. It's plastic, not card. It's embossed, which means this is all raised. It's a Cadbury advert card. It's actually from the Cadbury World, which is in Birmingham. Now, I've been to Cadbury World a couple of times, never seen this card. I think this one, and there's another one which is actually even better, which is this one. You got the 2 glass and a half of full milk pouring into the chunk of chocolate there. Cadbury's dairy milk. Obviously this one is just Cadbury's itself. This one's Cadbury's dairy milk again. This one is Cadbury World. This one was posted, and the date at the top says 2004, which helps us. Even though it's been posted, it's in very good condition. I think these are £2.50 each because of what they are. On eBay these would be £5 each, but I'm going to try and cut it down to what I think is a reasonable price to pay for this. So I'll be £2.50 each, so we're off to a good start. This one I'm a bit confused by. It shows Big Ben, so it's a London card, but on the reverse side it's an airmail, and it's an air card postal rates here. Someone paid 50p for this at some point. There's a whole list of different countries for the different zones that are in. 1974 Air Cards Limited. I think 50p was a good price for that. So I'm going to go and save that as 50p. So that's a 50p card. This is a 3D card, and this one is obviously of aquarium fish. It's a little bit bent on the corners, but that's not unusual with these. This is copyright by Printing Studio AG, Zurich. So it's a foreign one, but you do get these bent corners on these lenticular cards, but it's quite nice. Even with that little raised edge on this here, I think that's £1. Go for £1 on that one. This one's a little bit more unusual. This is a 25p card, Avant card, so it's Australia. Slightly naughty, there's a naked man there, but only from the back. So yeah, I'm going to say 25p for that one, although eBay would be a lot more, but 25p. This is very, very strange. A little bit naughty as well. Man looking through the keyhole. There's a woman there in her underwear, and as you pull this, it pulls apart, the bra comes away, and this is the 1st of April. This is your fish, which is your logo for April the 1st. So this is a novelty card for April the 1st. Never seen this one before. It's quite unusual. Gotta be £2. Easily £2. Slightly unusual because it's not quite got a postcard back. It's made in France. I think £2 is a good price for that. I think people probably charge a lot more on eBay, so I'm going to go with £2. This is a mini car advert card. It's avant-garde again, so it's another Australia card. And this one is a mirror card, and you can see my camera there in it. And it says, "You look great in the mini." So it's a mirror effect novelty card. 75p I'm going to put on that one. Now this one is going to cause a lot of division. It's a modern 1981 Halloween card. As you see, a thrilling Halloween. But the pumpkin on the arm here moves up and down. So it's a novelty card, what they call a mechanical, because that moves. Here in England, and this is the price we're going to use, I reckon £1.50. In America, this will be between $6 and $12 because they love their Halloween cards. So this would be a lot more in America. And if you're American and you're watching this and you think I've underpriced it for you, but for England, £1.50 is a nice price for that modern mechanical card. Right, we'll just move that over to there. Let's go over. I'm going to change this angle of the album because I want to be able to get the cards out now. Right. What do we have? This is a hold to light card. There's an image here behind this rock. And it's a woman changing into her bikini. There was a whole load of these, and they were shadow-graphs issued by Dennis Productions. This one's used 61, but I know that they were towards the mid to late 50s was their start time. So this one's a little bit later in its usage, and it's in quite good condition. These sell for about £3 to £5, so we'll go for the lower price. We'll go for £3 on that one. That's a nice nice sort of thing. Sadly, I already have this one, but that happens. I also have this one. I also have lots of copies of this one. I'm going to put, this is where you stick your fingers through here. It's a very naughty one really, but it's a UK Play TV channel one. I'm going to put 50p on that one. What else do we have? Ah, this is a jigsaw puzzle. Still wrapped. And there we go. It has its postcard back there. Girl at the bus window, Somalia. Still sealed. The person who bought this paid £1 for it. You can see from the price there. And I think, considering it's got a little bit of staining damage here, which again, not incredibly surprising. And this is from Hampshire. I would say that's £1's a nice card, nice price for that. So I'm going to go with £1. Oh, this one's very unusual. Does this actually have a postcard back? Oh, it does. It actually comes with a post. Here we go. Are your design and production projects getting a little hairy? Here we go. This was posted. But this is a piece of material, quite a hefty piece of material on there. Let's just flatten it out a little bit more. This was 2000 someone's marked in there, so that's, I reckon that's probably about right. That's a nice card. That would easily be a £2.50 card because of the unusualness of it. Never seen one quite like that. I have some with material attached, but there we go. £2. I have a load of these. You take the moustaches, these die cut so you can remove it, and you can actually, two little prongs here so you can actually stick this into your own nose. But it's very, very common. It's a 50p card. There's another one as well, which is this one here, which is the glasses. And again, the glasses come out. This bit's already fallen out. You can see it's here on this one. Probably another 50p. This is a nice card, but it seems to be a fairly standard card. It's a salmon. Person paid 50p for it. And it is the Indian Memorial Gateway at the Royal Pavilion, Brighton. But it's got this raised effect on the paintwork. 75p for that one. Let's get up and see what we've got here. This is a large one. Several spaces. The Met Office. So there we go. This is a beer mat card. It's a very big beer mat card. You can get 2 glasses on there easy. Badger beer. And there you have Dorset, Hampshire and Surrey. And that's nice. Proper postcard back. Details here. That would easily be £1. Some would probably class it a little bit higher. But I would say that's a good £1. If you found that for £1, you'd snap it up. So I've been very reasonable there. This is Scarborough. This is like a bit, it's unusual. This is paint. This is felt. What a weird card. FP postcard. I wonder if F stands for felt. Anyway, the person paid 50p. I am going to say 50p is not too far off what that's worth. So another 50p for the Scarborough card. I have a number of these in my collection already. These are by Dennis Productions, and they're 9 view Dennis mechanical cards, mostly from the 60s, with that bluish tint that came from the late 50s into the 60s. There's a little reel here. Let's see if it'll actually turn. There we go. There's waterways. There's the Marine Parade. And as you can see, there are other floral anchor. And yeah, the waterways. So what you have here is a mechanical postcard used. You paid £1 for it by the looks of it, and I think that's probably worth £1, even with the damaged corner here, because it's got a little bit of metal in here that holds it together, and it causes damage when it goes through the post. So £1 for that one. I love these. These are Fiddler's Green, and they are cut out cards to make models, and they could be used for all types of modelling. And they were originally designed to be used with like railway settings, dioramas and things like this. Depending on the back, this is a later one. By later, I mean it's not as far back as the series of cards went. It's a more recent Fiddler's Green, although they haven't been producing these cards for quite some time now. But that would certainly be £1. And that'd be worth £1 as well. I'm not sure what this is. Birthday card jigsaw puzzle. There we go. It's got a nice little metal seal here. Best wishes. Here's a happy idea. Weird. I've not seen this before. I'm assuming inside. Let's have a little look. Oh yeah. Isn't that lovely? It's a jigsaw puzzle. Birthday card for an 8-year-old. That is really, really nice. I didn't know what this was, obviously, because it was just all I saw was the front, the envelope. I'll put that together later, but there we go. I think that is probably worth £5. That is really, really nice, because that card is quite beautiful. There we go. Completed well, it's still wrapped, so what a nice little thing. Yeah, £5. There's a greetings from Australia card here, and it appears to have a little attachment in the centre here, which is some sort of plant. It's slightly damaged across here, but the content is still there. No idea of a date, but it's an earlier card, about the earliest card we've seen so far. But oh, it's got a little bit of damage. It's nice. The person paid £1.50 for this, but I think that was then. I'm going to give that, I'm going to come down slightly on that. I'm going to give that £1. That's what I would be willing to pay for that, is £1. This is one of those comical cards, and this one is London Car Guide. London Car Guide Limited used to do rack cards, and you find racks of cards and you could help yourself to them. They were free. And these are always quite entertaining. There are two sides to every story, and basically it's a double-sided postcard. This one's gloss printed, this one's matte printed, so quite unusual. I'm going to give that 50p. There's a series of 6 of these, and they're beer mats again. This is Whitbread Trophy Bitter. I've already got the full set of these, but they sell for about £1 each, so we'll give that one £1. Now, I already have a couple of these, which is a bit naughty of me, and it's a cell strip from a film strip. You see it front and back. It does have a postcard back with the stamp there. As I say, I have a couple of these, but I certainly £1 more on eBay, but we're going to price that at £1. I also have this in my collection, which is a novelty card with a screen on top that reacts to the card underneath. There we go. It's by Bizarre, and he paid £1.50 for that, so I'm actually going to go with that. £1.50 for that one. Although, as I say, I already have this one in my collection. What's this one? Oh, here we go. Oh, that's a misprinted Bamforth card. That little bit there is the imprint from the centre of this, which does happen when they're stored like this, but that doesn't detract too much. So this is basically just an error where the card has not been printed properly, and obviously the person liked that, so he's got it. What's it worth? 25p. It's not worth a lot. It's a card with an error of printing, something that a specialist would be interested in, but ordinary card collectors are not going to go for that. 25p is something different. Oh, this is quite nice. This is a shaped easel card. That looks like a scene from Venice. There we go. Yes, Venice. Shaped cards are not popular with collectors. This one's quite a nice size. It's not too big. I'm just going to put 50p on that for what it is. And then, yeah, 50p for that one. There was a real thing in the 80s for putting material, liquid, inside plastic postcards. You can see as I squeeze that blocks out. Problem with these, they were very popular along the Mediterranean coast. Quite a few found in France. They had a proper postcard stamp box and address labels, centre dividing line. Problem with these is plastic and water don't mix very well, and over time the liquid inside evaporates. When you find these, they're almost certainly dry. You do not find them with the liquid still inside. They just can't be preserved. It's just a shame, but it is one of those things. So when you find these, they are literally just like this. As an unusual item, I would say £1. It's a shame that the liquid doesn't persevere in these things, but £1 for something unusual. Oh, this is lino cut. It says on the back there. The person paid 50p. Let's have a look. Oh, quite nice. Lion Street and Rye. Rye's on the Isle of Wight, I believe. So I'm going to put, they paid 50p for this. Yes, why not? 50p. We'll go with the price that's on that one. Here we have, oh, this is very weird. I've no idea what this is. Oh, it's in an envelope. Let's take it out. Does this do anything? The Daisy Fortune card. Does it have a postcard back? Yes, sort of. Right message here. This has got to be American. Oh no, it's Hong Kong. Printed in Hong Kong, but it's got to be American. Merrimack published New York. Yes, an American card, but it was printed in Hong Kong. So it felt like an American card. So it's a Daisy Fortune card. Your greatest desire. And basically, I think you picked these up. There we go. Oh, all the individual petals all come up to show you a different thing. To be popular, to do nothing, to marry a fortune. So there we go. This one obviously comes with a little envelope that has a slot there that the flower can be seen in. Oh, that's quite nice. I like that. I've never seen anything like that before. £2 for that one. There we go. And here we have what looks to be a fairly standard card. Oh, we get that published by SB Pictures Worthing. Reproduction from an original scraper board drawing. Yeah. 25p, and I think that's pretty much what that one was worth, but it does need a little bit of investigation. But 25p, I'll go with that. Now, I mentioned before, liquids. That is obviously what this one was. And as you can see, it's supposed to be the sea. And interestingly, it's still there moving. Encased in that plastic bit, it's starting to go a little bit strange. But this one might be a little bit later than the 80s. Another foreign one, I would think. Moving beach card. There we go. I quite like that, and the fact that the effects still work. I'm going to put that one at £1.50. Oh yeah, no, this is one of the boomerang freebie cards. There were lots and lots of these put into the slots. I have a whole load of these myself. You just turn this round and spin it. 50p. Because there are so many of these, they're easy to get hold of. A few cards. This is another water one, where it's been squashed in the album. This is not unusual. This bit here has been pressed in and it's held the liquid in place. But it is another one where the liquid moves back and forth. It's a coastal shoreline scene, I think, but hard to make out because it's yeah, these are waves crashing on the beach. This is the beach here. It's waves. If you left this out for a little bit, stopped it from being squashed, this would all eventually come down and you'd have a little bit of water moving. What did I give the other one? £1.50, didn't I think? Yeah. we'll do the same. It's in the same series, obviously, so we'll do £1.50 for that one. Another type of card which is very popular, and you do find them, I have some for France, although this is Mallorca, is the sand ones. Again, rather than being full of water, this time you have sand. This is the same background picture as this one has. You just can't see it so well because of the blue sand. This one will hold its value and its interest because the water won't eventually evaporate because it's sand. It's going to stay in there. So something like that, I'm still going to call that £1.50. I like that one, £1.50. That's nice. Oh, we have the googly eyes that move. This one here's a pirate duck. This one's printed in Great Britain. Oh, at one point that was £3, and then at another point it was 50p. But I definitely think that's £1. We'll go up on the 50 and we'll come way down on the 3. We'll call that one £1. That's nice. I like that one. This is another beer mat one. I've already had this one in my collection. Penguins Leaping. It's a Smirnoff one. Yeah, Smirnoff Big Splash. Beer mat cards are quite popular. There are beer mat collectors, and this one would be wanted by them as well as by us postcard collectors because it's postcards as well. But that's lovely. That's easily a good £1. Easily £1. Probably more, but we'll make it £1. Oh, some of these are quite difficult to get out. This album's obviously been squashed down for quite a while. Let's have a little look. Ah! A lenticular one. Moving person on a trapeze, but in his pyjamas. Obviously dreaming. Not a postcard as such. It's a different type of card. But lenticular, quite nice. We'll make that one 75p. Because that's not a proper postcard back, so but people would like it for its unusualness, novelty. I'm still trying desperately to get this one out, and it looks like it's quite an unusual one. It's another one with that little plastic box on the front filled with something, but this time filled with something very strange. Don't know what they are, like little bits of painted rock. Then you've got a male dog here. Little heart there on its thing. Oh, there are little shapes in it as well. Don't know what they are. There's a little heart there, little red heart up top there. Little silver heart down there. That's very unusual. No one that's the same as the ones that were from Mallorca. I like that. I think that one is a £2 card because it's different. And I've not seen anything quite like that. Sand and the liquid ones, grit sometimes for a more grittier beach, but they're little painted bits of stone, I think. Yep, I'm going to give that one £2 as being something a little bit different. Right, this one looks a little bit naughty. I'm not quite sure if I should actually do this one, but we'll have a look and see what it does, just in case. There we go. Pull down to reveal. I'm sure a lot of people would like to do that. This is something to do with yoghurt, so it can't be that bad, can it? What have we got? There we go. Sorry, we can only take 10p off. Bull and lie. So there you go. That's a little 10p off barcoded voucher there for Wool and Light. There we go. That would have been interesting. 75p. There we go. Give that one a little bit higher than 50p for its originality and interest. So 75p for that one. And this is another pull down one. And this one really intrigued me. It's one of the things I saw that made me end up buying this album. There we go. I'm going to pull that up a little bit so I can do these a little bit better. There we go. And it says pull there. So, oh, that has it got a postcard back? Yes, it has. 1944. 44. That would place it during World War II, which is interesting. That is actually 44. It does look to be 44. So, assuming that's right, this is World War II period, although the card could have been around for sale for a lot longer. That is stunning. And your Eiffel Tower comes out. That is absolutely beautiful. And I collect Eiffel Tower cards. I would happily pay £5 for that any day. And on eBay, I think you'd get a lot more. But from a dealer, priced out at £5. It's a cracking card. My favourite one so far. This one's only going to be 75p, only because it was a Boomerang freebie. There are loads of them around. I've got a stack of about 20 of these, so they're not hard to get hold of. Trying to remember what it was for now. Movies, music, games, Sony high definition Blu-ray disc. And there we go. I've looked at this many times trying to work out what it is. It's looks like a policeman in riot gear, a centurion, Roman centurion, and this is actually a scene from the advert that Sony ran at the time. And it is not lenticular, it's sort of 3D-ish. Lenticular is when it changes. This is a 3D card, but this is a riot policeman or of types, but quite nice. 75p, because there's so many of them and it's quite common. Although it is a lovely card, you've got to also go with how common they are and how easy they are to get. This is easy to get, so 75p. Oh, there's a whole load of stuff in this one. Unfortunately, when you do sleeves, they do sometimes stick. Oh, this is lenticular. This is what I mean by a moving image. VW advert. That looks like a baby or a young child's face, and it changes to the front of the car. It's a proper postcard back. It is a Boomerang one, so it was a rack card that was free. It says there 2001. It's a lovely card, but Boomerang cards were produced in high numbers. They were given away free, relatively easier to get than a lot of other cards. But I'm going to go at £1, but it's £1 because it's by Boomerang and because it was relatively easy to access. Although if it wasn't by Boomerang, this would be much more. It's a lovely card, but for £1. This one's got some sort of black border on it, and it's a mobile service station calendar. Oh, that's interesting. This is South African in its type. Yeah, Cape Town. Yeah, that makes sense because this post K-A-A-R-T I see on a lot of South African cards. This is lovely. This is material. The black is material. This is wood or bamboo, actually, I think. Bamboo or dried grass, that sort of thing. It's plant material, but that is really nice. That is a nice card. eBay, quite a lot of money. I'm going to put that, some of you will say I'm going too cheap on this, but I'm going to put that at £2. I think it could easily sell for much more, but I'm going to put it at £2 because it is lovely. You're close up there on you can see how it's almost like a dried grass. I like that a lot. But I'm going to stick with £2, although I think that could easily sell for a lot more. Time to change pages, and here's my oh dear moment. I have zero ability whatsoever to do magic eye cards. Just can't do them. I've no idea what they depict. no idea what they show. And for a while, Magic Eye was everywhere. Everyone wanted to do Magic Eye cards. There were books. It was a massive thing. I think in the late 90s, mid to late 90s is an area where it comes to mind. But there was Magic Eye absolutely everywhere. And these are done by Classico San Francisco. And it says there, Magic Eye 3D optical illusion cards. Well, optical illusion or not, it's just a swirling mass of colour to me and means nothing. I have been incapable of working these out. Some people say, oh, it's a giraffe or something or whatever, and all I can see is a blur. These two are slightly more interesting, and I say that with grievance in my voice, slightly more interesting because they are Star Wars themed. This one I already have. This one I don't have. I have about half a dozen of these Star Wars Magic Eye cards. So that one I've got. Don't have this one with the Millennium Falcon. So it will go in my Star Wars collection. I'm pleased to have it. If you are looking at that and you can magically see something different that I can't see, let me know what it is in the comments, because I do not know. So I might as well also show you that one. And perhaps you can also tell me what's on that, because I honestly have no idea. Magic Eye cards, what a shame. This is Harvey and Son. The price for those, I want to go low because they're Magic Eye, but they're Star Wars and they're Classico San Francisco. So I'm going to go with a happy medium at £1 each, so £2 for the pair. Harvey and Sons, this is another beer mat card, one I already have. And I paid £1 for my one. And it says there, Beer Mat of the Year 1990, British Beer Mat Collectors Society. It's a slightly more interesting one because of that. As I say, I paid £1 a long time ago. As I paid £1 for it all that time ago, I'm going to make this one £1 as well. Although again, you could possibly get a little bit more for it. But I'm going to go with £1. A couple more cards here, things which I'm going to struggle to get out. Don't know what these are. I don't know what these are. Boomerangy type cards. Oh, 3D Alpha. This is not another one of those. How to tune in. Stare at the 2 yellow dots. Oh, it's one of these ones where you stare at the image and then it does something to your optical brain waves and you end up seeing something different if you move it, close your eyes or something. Does it say close your eyes at the end of this one? Your alpha brain waves ought to be stimulated and a 3D image should miraculously appear. Well, I'm not going to try that, but if you want to, there's the instructions. And then there's the card. If you want to give that a go and let me know what fun you've had with that. Quite nice. Just bear with me. This is obviously the same sort of thing. And it is. Who were these made by? Chaos Laboratory, 1994. Oh, they're going to be in that range of the Magic Eye period where everyone wanted to do stuff to your brains through your eyeballs. So 2 of those, 75p each, so £1.50 for the pair. I think that seems reasonable. Yeah. This is unusual. This is a bookmark postcard at the top, and at the bottom you have 3 of these slides where, for the youngsters amongst you, people used to take their photographs and have them transferred into slides and then they put them in a projector and they project them on the wall. With all your mobile phones and everything, these days people just hand their phones around. These are a thing of the past. But there you have 3 attached to a bookmark postcard. Bookmark postcards were very popular. This one's from 1965, and this Praha, I think is Prague. I'm fairly sure that's Prague, and the bridge looks like the famous bridge in Prague. If I am wrong, do let me know if I've made a fool of myself. Oh, no, I'm fine. Prague Castle is mentioned here in the text underneath, so I got that right. And my geography is pretty awful, so I've done well there. But I have been to Prague, so that may have helped. I've been to Prague and I've crossed this bridge. But that's nice. That's really unusual. I'm going to put £3 on that because of the interest with the slides in the bottom. And I think it's unusual and it's in lovely condition. And it's from the 60s, mid-60s. £3 is a good price for that. Right, we mentioned bookmark postcards, so here's another one. This one's from Venice. Bookmark postcards, obviously, because of their size. This is obviously the main square in Venice in the background. You've got your gondola in the front. And there you have it. This one cost 50p when the person bought it. I think he did well. I think you could probably get £1 for that now. It's a nice painting. It's a lovely card. Yep, I'm going to go with £1 for that one. Slide that in its sleeve again. Put that out of the way. This one, what is this one? On the bottom there it says DIY postcard number 6. Oh, what's this one going to be? Oh, this is a person who's made his own postcard. A line from Conlo. So there, I'm assuming this person who received it knew what was going on. A KC DIY postcard number 6. It's unusual. I suspect value-wise minimal. I'm going to put 25p on that just because it's just an unusual card. You'd find this in a cheap box. Doesn't mean it's not unusual. Doesn't mean it's not scarce. And it may even be unique if he was sending a new card each time. Has a little bit of interest. I still think 25p for what that is. Now, just let me move these out of the way a minute because we get into larger cards now. Ones that I was surprised to find in here. This one is a large shaped card of a London bus, but it has Euro 96 across here. You see, it's shaped cut out. I've mentioned many times that shaped cards, large or small, are not particularly of interest to postcard collectors. They don't seem to like them. General public love them. The difference here is there's a number of people who collect football championship related cards, and this is a football championship related card, Euro 96, England. And Euro 96 was actually held here in the UK, and Wembley Stadium was one of the locations. It's certainly where I believe the final was held. So these are worth a little bit more. They go well on eBay. They go poorly at postcard fairs. Just one of those little quirks about these. At postcard fair, you'll probably find this for £1. On eBay, you'd find it somewhere near a £5. So I'm going to go a happy little medium, not quite halfway, but I'm going to go £2 on this bus card. This is the Wembley Stadium Euro 96 shaped postcard. Now, this is of interest for several reasons. One, Euro 96, it's another football tournament one. Two, it's the original Wembley Stadium with its twin towers at the entrance, and people have a great love of the Wembley Stadium because of its connection to the original exhibition that it was built for, these tower sections here. eBay, easily £5 plus, £6, £7 would be a possibility. Again, unfortunately, postcard fair probably £1, but I'm going to go a little bit more because of the Wembley interest. For me, I'm going to go £3 for that one, and I think that is worth that. Here you have the football ones. Shape one. This one here is the black ball with the lion mascot. Top one is the blue one with the Euro 96 mascot. What I've said for the other shape cards goes for these just as the same. I would say probably, let's go for £1.50 each, and you all know that that would be more if they were on eBay. So £1.50 each, so £3 for those two. Here you have, it's quite nice. This is the football boots, and the top one is the Euro 96 vest, the football shirt. So again, ditto as per these shaped cards. I'm going to go £2 for the Euro shirt, £1.50 for the boots, so £3.50 for those two, which is a nice price. Now, this one came as a surprise to me. This is a Farger card. Now, I collect Farger cards, and this is a shipping card. It's the Hispania. And it's an interesting one because the flags here and here are incorrect. This one should have much wider yellow stripes, and this one, the red one, should go to the bottom. So it was one of the error ones he did. It's a popular card. It's a £3 card. So there we go. And here we have a shaped card of a toothpaste tube. Art was a stage comedy that ran for years and years, with the cast constantly changing. And what happened is they produced new cards each time. I've seen long shaped ones. I've seen large A5 shaped ones. This is a toothpaste tube one. So there's a whole load of different cards for this particular show. This one, let's say £1. Must be getting towards the end now. This is a pack of seeds on a postcard. I'm assuming this does actually have a postcard back. I'm going to try and get it out. It does. There we go. The National Trust. Marrow custard white. So it's actually marrow seeds of some type. But there we go. There's the seeds still there in the pack. There's a little plastic container for them. You can see them rattling around in there. These were great, these seeds and these unusual packages. They used to do this with coloured balls in, and they had little holes in a map, and you had to try and get the balls in the map. Very similar format, but obviously this one just contains the seeds. I like this a lot. £2.50, and I think that's a reasonable price. £2.50. Okay, shaped cards. This one at the top here, this London one, it's like a flower petal shape. Really not popular with collectors at all. I mean, I'm going to go 50p on that tops. Again, eBay I wouldn't like to say, but postcard fairs, no, 50p. And this is one of the, if you collected cards during the 1990s, the late 1990s and into the early 2000 years, there was these huge, large shaped cards that were of everything: sauce bottles, teapots, cups, packets of cereals, the heads of the various royal members of the royal family. This is a teacup one. I've said it so often now, large shaped cards, they don't want them. Collectors don't want these. Members of the public like them. Collectors don't. 75p. This is a large London card. This is Piccadilly Circus. Got a nice decal edge, so it's going to be late 50s, early 60s. I'm going to be generous and give that £1. I like that. It's a nice card. This was one of the cards that I actually bought this album for, because it has a television set in the middle there, and it says soaps on. There's all sorts. There's stickers, all types of different stickers and patches, and I think they may even be detachable. Oh, I didn't know that. That's something I've only just noticed. These, that one there, the little animals. This one here, and the kite. This little flying pig. They're peel-off stickers. It says here, send a sticker from Hallmark. That is superb. Sticker card, £1.75. Yeah, I like that, £1.75. These two here were not even in the on eBay when this cropped up. It had lots of images and lots of the cards, so I had a rough idea what was going on. But these ones weren't even in here, weren't even on display. So this is the first time I've seen these. This is Paris. It's a circular one, which is really nice because it has the Eiffel Tower, and I collect Eiffel Tower cards. So I'm only going to give it £1, but I love this card, so I'm very happy to be getting this one. And this is a flower-shaped one, Tasmanian devil in the middle, and scenes from Port Arthur, Queenstown. So this is from Tasmania, Hobart. So nice, 75p for that one. And in the back of that was a puzzle card. Now, funny enough, I do actually already have this one in my collection. It's the Stonehenge jigsaw puzzle postcard. There we go. You would write your message on the back of it, break it up, put it in an envelope and send it to someone. I've already got this. These are actually about £3. And I'm going to keep that £3 price, because this is what it would cost you, at least at the Stonehenge gift shop today. Because I think I bought this just a few years ago. 2021, I think. So there we go, £3 for that one. Must be getting to the end of it, even though these ones were here. Oh, this is a nice one. It's a nice long one. It's got all your children with the letters and the post box. And the idea of this one was you would write your message here. This is where the address goes. This little bit here, this is a strip here that you can peel off. Fold that over to cover your message, so no one can read your message. And then it says fold and please, these cards. I remember this was another postcard craze that came along, and it was a way of hiding your message. Literally just fold. There's a little folded line here, you can fold that over, cover your message, and the person will just tear it down, take that off, and then read the message that you'd sent. It's a novelty card. In fact, this is quite a large novelty collection, really. But that's nice. That's got to be £1.50. Because I mean, £1.50 when they were sold as new. So £1.50 now is a good price for that one. Is this the last one? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, this one, didn't even know this one was in here. This is a record card that you'd put on your record player. There's the hole for the centre, and if you look, you can see as I shine it in the light, this is the etching of where your record needle would go around and play it like a record. And it said, this record plays Around the World, Young Adamson, from the film Around the World in 80 Days. Stop. That is nice. Let's just take that out of those corner bits. There we go. Phonoscope, the singing postcard. 33 1/3 RPM. It says here, Around the World, Young Adamson. Printed in red on the bottom there underneath. The card is Buckingham Palace and Horse Guards. The record bit's an additional bit in red. But That's nice. Record cards are very popular, exceedingly so on eBay, and popular with collectors as well, regardless of the size of them. But they had to be a little bit big because obviously they're going to go with a record player. £3 for that, and I think I'm being quite cheap, so £3. So there we go. Did I make my money up? I paid £16.32.
95.25.
And apparently that adds up to £95.25.
I might have gone wrong, but apparently that's it.
Hopefully, up here somewhere, you'll get a little total as Joe's added it along. She's been adding it up behind me. But I think I got a bargain for £16.32, including postage. Do you agree? I'd like to hear from you if you think that that was a good eBay buy, or whether you think that I perhaps wasted my money a little bit. But I'm happy, but I would really like to hear from all of you. Was that worth the money? Piccadilly Circus London. That's that nice London one. So thanks for watching. As always, we would really appreciate you subscribing and liking and sharing this vlog. Remember that subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us tremendously and allows us to bring postcards to the general public out there that aren't collectors, and so that postcards can be interesting for not just the fact that they're being posted. So thanks as always. We appreciate all of you for watching and staying to the end here. Do leave me a comment. Was that a good buy? Don't forget, I also got the album and all the sleeves as well. So, and I haven't even added in any money for the album. So I look forward to reading your comments and hearing your views. And as always, I will see you at the next one.